Welcome to the after show. Hey, if you're just watching this, we're live right now on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the Twitters, everywhere. And Schmitty's here with me today. Schmitty, how are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm good. I'm really good with this news.
So we're just literally starting. This is something new. I just started this yesterday, and it's the after show. You see how creative we are here? It's the show that's after the show.
So good.
But literally, it's just like the thing that we didn't have enough time, or we couldn't quite get to a couple of things here and there. And I thought, okay, well, let's just pull people in. And Schmitty, I love talking to you, so why not talk to you about some of these things? And the big news today is Taco Bell is going to sell something that will blow your mind. I can't imagine. And this is kind of the reason why I'm talking to you.
I saw this and I thought,
okay,
Schmitty
Lee. This is like right up her alley. There's nobody else that I could possibly talk to this about this specifically.
I don't know how they plan to do this. I don't know if this is like just some sort of prank thing. Sometimes companies do these things where it's like, we're going to do this.
We're going to do this, and it's all about publicity.
To get
It's not a real thing. It's just sort of like, we're going to do this thing, and maybe people will talk about it. We'll get some, some run out of it. But this, according to the article of the day, is real. And by the way, leave your comments on whether or not you would buy this in the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching this here. It's Taco Bell wine.
My gosh.
Would you buy and would you drink Taco
Bell
wine?
They're now
It's
just
wine.
It's
Custom wine.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of cheese on Taco Bell's menu. They say so. A wine to pair with is natural next step. Now, look, I like a taco, just like the next person. I love the cheesy, crunchy goodness of any sort of taco.
Yes.
I'll ask you this too, because when you were pregnant with Will, did you have any weird cravings? Because the thing that Lizzie is
craving right now is
so
that's everything.
So that real deal to the Taco Bell.
She wants it all spicy, cheesy, crunchy.
Yes.
She's in.
It's a level in pregnancy.
At least the baby's got good taste.
Right?
Yeah,
Baby cheesy gordita crunch.
Yeah. So, but we haven't. I don't think the wine's going to be on that menu. But I'm just looking at this jalapeno noir.
Like it even sounds fancy.
What is that?
Why
Taco Bell Canada? Okay, so maybe we get it here, but for a limited time, Taco Bell Canada is adding what they call in a release the duo is irresistible, a rich taste and crunchy texture of the beloved toasted cheesy chalupa. Complement notes of wild strawberry, cherry, and beetroot in this silky limited edition red wine.
That sounds delightful. You had me at toasted chalupa.
Okay, the wine which is being called
collector's
item.
Don't be one of those people that buys it and doesn't drink it. Like keep the bottle, you gotta take some down.
Has three unique bottle labels, cost $25 Canadian or about $19 US, which is more than you would spend at Taco Bell altogether, probably. Although I've
had some time.
Yeah. Fans can buy it on Taco Bell's Canadian website or in some locations in Ontario, which means you could just, I don't know if we're like able to go across the border yet, the pandemic, but you could literally in Detroit cruise across. Won't be sold in the United States, but once the same chalupa rolls out in November, maybe.
You know
Crossed,
what?
maybe.
I think this is a game changer for date night. I'm not going to judge a guy that takes Taco Bell on a first date. Gives me a little jalapeno noir.
Jalapeno noir. That is quite an interesting combination. I can tell you that much.
I'm down with it.
Especially for that price.
It's kind of a steal.
Hey,
they're saying we're getting some crazy echo. So I'm not sure why. But maybe that other phone that we're doing here. So I'll cut it off. And then maybe we can turn the thing here, and I don't know. Schmitty, do you think maybe we can put you on the? She's kind of.
I know my mic only comes so far.
It's only the second after show. It's only the second after show.
I'll just creep in your corner here.
Let me get rid of the extra phone. This is a disaster.
But there are only 2 after shows in the history. Speaking of limited edition, how about that?
See?
How do I turn it? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me get this thing here. Get out of the way. How's that? Is that better? I don't know. You can't.
Here I am. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Schmitty. So how you been other than that?
It's worth pointing out, we're not the ones that chose the placement of the microphones in the studio. It was people before us, so probably would have done it a little different.
It's the thing. It's like we're trying to get the tech stuff figured out.
Right.
And the tech stuff is not always the easiest stuff to figure out. Mm-hmm. And I would have had no idea that it was echoing you there. And if Barb wouldn't have pointed that out, thank you, Barb. I appreciate it. Brian says it's now the problem's now been fixed. Although, Brian, now we have a new set of problems, which is I'm leaning over and Schmitty's leaning over. And we're like, it's not ideal, as they say. But I don't know. Maybe there's a way to.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if you move your screen and I sit over there.
You want to try and come over there?
Let me see. The normal seat.
I don't know.
No?
No. Not.
Oh.
Now it's just a different set of. Sorry, can you believe there are people actually watching? What are you people doing? Brian says, "Let the hijinks proceed." All right, so let's try that. Do you know? Is that mic 2? Do we know? Let's try. We'll try that one. All right, we'll give it a shot. But maybe I can use this thing too. Hey, the good news is we can get rid of this if it's not if it doesn't work. If it's not worthy of keeping up online. Thank you for being a part of this and just bearing with us through it all, folks.
Can you imagine if we tried doing this after a couple bottles of Taco Bell wine?
There you go, bringing it back. Always the professional. Schmitty bringing the call back.
Would not be going this smoothly, at least not on my end. I can guarantee that.
Let's try. Do you think if can I? Oh, that won't even go. Never mind. I just, All right. Well, hey, maybe.
All right.
Maybe. Is that this like the most awkward setup you've ever seen
the
for
COVID distancing?
I don't even know for. This is kind of okay. So that kind of brings up a point. Are you watching any of the news where you see like they're doing it here locally, where they're in a studio, but they're like sitting at the desk with each other. They're like so far away, and it's kind of weird. And then the other thing that I see when I'm watching some of the newscasts, and I don't know, I'm not a stickler on the masks. If you want to wear one, wear one. If you don't, I mean, I'm not like going to get all up in your face about it. Mm-hmm. But I have seen news reporters do the thing where they're like in public, there's nobody around them.
They got the mask
outside, but they had the mask on. Yeah. Is that not weird or what?
I don't know if it's just let me cut down on the viewer hate I'll get. Yeah. And just wear it all the time.
Yeah. Well, that could be it because they get a fair amount of like ridiculous comments from people.
Yeah.
Who comment about what they wear. And thankfully, we don't have to do video every day until now. But you know what? Look at these. These comments are Brian is very forgiving. Look, he says it's okay, right?
Thank you, Brian. That's all I needed, actually. It's okay.
The in thing now to lean in. So he's very happy with our leaning in. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. And Barb stuck with us long enough to deal with the echo. Again, the rest of the internet looking at this like, what the heck is going on here? We talked about Taco Bell wine. There are a couple other things that I had on here. What else did I say? Did you see they found life on Venus? We talked about this today in our Tech Talk Tuesday.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on possibly having aliens by Halloween in 2020? Did you think that was like really going to be a thing or what?
My very first thought was, and I'm not a fully grown person yet, I'll be very honest, alien farts.
Oh, man.
We did this story in our top 5 on West Michigan's Morning News today. And it was talking about that very specific, what was it, like phenolious gas or something?
Yeah, phosphine.
Sign of life. I said, so is this like scientific evidence that even aliens have a rough time sometimes?
It's very possible.
And Venus just holds it all in there, which is rude.
Tie it back to you. Another reason why we probably shouldn't be doing this at all is they probably went to Taco Bell and got the wine. So they have Taco Bells on Venus.
It's all been there.
All right. So would you like to see, we talked about this earlier too, a Joe Rogan debate?
I would.
Would you actually like to see that? Joe Rogan's a podcaster. He's a $100 million podcaster, the most expensive deal ever done like that now with Spotify. And they're saying they want to do this big debate. It'll be the president and Joe Biden, and they'll be facing off. And Joe Rogan is going to do the debate. He'll be the moderator.
You know, I love how different the setup. I would like all of the debates to be like that. First, you're taking your two candidates and you're really changing up their perspective. It's just the three of them in a studio. You don't have, you know, the distraction of an audience, booing, cheering, whatever.
Yeah.
It feels like it could just really strip it down to the answers to questions. I don't feel like we get that a lot with these big debates.
Yeah, you just said that is so important. I don't care about these carefully crafted, they memorize them, these applause lines.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about politics. I think most people are just tight. We want this election to be over with anyway. But if you think about like the average person watching a debate, and they have these zingers that they've written or somebody had written for them, right? And they had to memorize them. And there's even been debates in the past where they thought like maybe somebody had an earpiece in their ear. They thought maybe they caught these like earbuds kind of in their ear, and they were, you know, listening to what these people said, and then they just had to like zing it out there. Oh, he mentioned healthcare.
Figure out where to place it.
Now I've got my zinger, and I'll go to that zinger. And then it's all about these little moments that they're trying to sort of make that are memorable, and everything's manufactured, right? And so that the next day it'll play or it'll trend on social media or whatever. This strips it all down.
Done. I just want the answers. I don't need you to tell me what the other person isn't doing right or what they screwed up. I'd like to know what you're going to do. Then that's it. And then your mic gets turned off and the other person gets to talk.
And I think these two guys specifically, giving them, and they said 4 hours for this. So I don't think I can last 4 hours, although people were talking about, because Joe's involved with the UFC and he does the fights and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you pay to watch this? Because I feel like this could be a pay-per-view, Schmitty. This could be, and how much would you pay? Like, I'd probably pay $30 to watch that.
I'd have a bunch of people over because I'm cheap.
Get the Taco Bell, the wine, have a party, and then watch the debates as we wait for the aliens to come in. I do like this. I do like this idea of stripping everything down, though, and it's 2020. The whole idea of having sort of this stuffy, moderated debate and the fact checking, because the fact checking is going to have, but what about you said this and this person said that, and that just gets too much. Like, I don't need somebody else to tell me. If I'm concerned, I'll go look the thing up myself. Because does anybody really believe the fact checkers anyway?
No, I don't believe anything.
Yeah, I'm willing to believe that aliens have Taco Bell.
Truth is out there somewhere.
That's right. So strip it down, charge some money for it. And as you said today on the show, which I thought was kind of interesting on West Michigan's Morning News before I started, you said maybe they could do like the Fear Factor stunts in between with Joe, as they used to make people, you know, I don't know, lick a snake or
I just want to know
with...
how my either current commander-in-chief or potentially future commander-in-chief acts under pressure. You stick someone in a scorpion box, you're going to know.
It's the most 2020 thing I think we've come up with. Yeah, Jackie says exactly, by the way. She loves this idea as far as the debate is concerned. Quit the attacks, tell us what they will accomplish. See, I think there's a lot of people that would be in for this.
And, you know, Rogan has such a following on its own. I think it's interesting that more people, I think, would pay for it than I think would.
Would you watch a Joe Rogan debate? Would you be interested in seeing something like that? Would you drink the wine from Taco Bell? And do you think the aliens are good? Anyway, leave everything in the chat there. There's one more thing I wanted to get to before this entire debacle is erased and hopefully forgotten about forever.
I think it's good.
No, this is working? You think so? Oh, man. The Macy's, everything's canceled this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, they say, will go on. Sort of. There won't be people there.
It's weird.
But there will be floats. Does this? I mean, would you still? Do you watch? Have you ever?
I do. I'm
you
a
know?
faithful watcher. I like the
Okay.
Thanksgiving Day parade.
There's so many things that have been canceled like this year, and it's kind of, it's kind of depressing, but at the same time, when I see the new announcements, this was canceled or that was canceled. I don't know about you, but of course it was. We can't have anything this year.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. I mean, they're playing football, which I think people are excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting to hear, as of today, whether the Big Ten is going to play or not. We don't really know.
Right.
But the Lions and your Bears played this weekend. As weird as that was, 2020 style, they had like this weird. I don't know if you noticed the animated like cartoon people in the stands.
Yeah.
At first, I'm watching this like Ford Field here in Detroit, and I'm thinking, there are people there? Are there really people there? And then the closer you got to look to them, it was like computerized.
It's a little jarring.
It was
something's
really
off.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
But at least there's football, right? And you think, and then there's a whole conversation about whether people are watching or not, and the ratings are down, and who knows whether they'd be up, down, or whatever, minus politics and all that other stuff. But at least there's a little bit of normal. Like, I don't know about you. Are you trying to just have like normal things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing that's creative, that's different, that's like, I'm just trying to have a little bit of normal right now. Please don't take it all away from me.
I'm excited for the cider mills and those things to open. However that looks, I'm going to, get my kid all in a snowsuit that doesn't fit, and we're going to go out there and we're going to force memories.
Socially distanced corn mazes.
Well, but at least you're in a corn maze?
I feel like all of 2020 has been a corn maze, and we can't get out, and we're stuck, and we've got to, but at least we've got our Taco Bell wine with us.
I'm telling you, if I can figure out how to get to Canada for that, you'll be first on my list to cheers.
Brian's got a debate game he's proposing.
Ooh.
Taco Bell wine every time Trump says amazing or some other superlative. Biden thumbs through papers looking for answers or asking for the teleprompter to move. Taco Bell wine.
You need a lot of bottles.
Hey, did you see the teleprompter thing?
I have not seen it.
So this is kind of to like the idea that somebody would be in their ear feeding them stuff, and like people just like, I don't know, it doesn't matter what you think or who you are. I think everybody just wants to see like stripped down.
Yeah.
That's why the Joe Rogan debate thing is taken off so much, but just strip down and like just talk to us.
Did you have to take debate in high school?
I didn't have to, but I did do a little bit of that. I was kind of like in speech, there was like a speech thing.
I had to do it, and it was wild to watch the debates now. It's just definitely not how I learned it.
No.
You go there and you have the facts that you've prepared, and then you kind of wing it.
Nobody prepared
and
us,
react.
and nobody prepared us for Facebook debates, Twitter debates, because that is a whole nother world.
A dumpster fire of something.
So this is the picture, and I'll let you take a look at this, Schmitty, but this is the picture that they're showing right now, and Joe Biden is in his basement, and he holds a picture up, and you could see, I think it may be like his son and him or something like that.
He's got a little reflection action.
And you see in the reflection, in the picture, let's see, there's a full picture that shows the teleprompter. Hang on, maybe I gotta, because it's not loading here. Maybe I gotta go to this link and find it. But it shows that he's got a teleprompter that he's using. And I guess some of that's okay if you're giving a speech kind of thing. But if you're answering questions in this instance, the thing that he's really under fire for, here it is. I mean, hang on, let's make sure that this is showing on can you guys see this on Facebook? The teleprompter? Yeah. So this picture is the reflection of this, which is, got caught. And I really think, like I've been saying this is not just like a spiritual or religious thing, but I said 2020 is the year of revelation. And what I mean by that is everything is going to get exposed. And this is it. Like, look at him holding it up. You see the video here?
Oh.
Wow. And James Corden's even talking about it.
Like on the Late Show.
Here we are, you're gonna, you can't hide anything anymore. Because I think people are getting smarter. We're catching on to this kind of thing.
I mean, I'd hope so, though. That's always a plus.
We're also getting a lot dumber.
I know, Trying to be optimistic.
One of us at least here wants Taco Bell wine. I won't make any comments about that. I'm just saying.
I will stand my ground. That is a wise decision.
But look, you can see the teleprompter in this picture. So people are saying, like, if you've got to have a teleprompter to give answers to questions that somebody are asking, there's no way that this guy is going to do Joe Rogan because he won't have the teleprompter there.
Yeah, Joe wouldn't allow. That's the other thing I would like about Joe. I don't think he's letting any of that stuff slide.
I
think it's just, this is how it's going to be, and you have to agree to my rules to do it.
I can't imagine what this is going to look like. And I also will tell you that there's no way any of us can know what this election is going to end up looking like and how it's going to roll out, because here's the truth, right? Is that crazy as 2020 is, saddle up. We're not even close to being done yet. You might as well go to Taco Bell, grab that bottle of wine, and wrap it up, because the aliens are coming. They're on their way. Schmitty, that's it.
Thank you. That was such a treat. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Yes.
I just want to go home now and order $20 worth of Taco Bell.
Never coming on again. She's gonna be like, what did I do? What was that?
Unless you somehow get a Taco Bell sponsorship. And
Look at this though. This somehow worked out. I mean, I don't know.
It's a nice framing.
You know what would have worked is if you would have been in another room and had the phone.
Yeah.
But I hate that. Like, I hate that part of 2020. I mean, I like that it works.
We're used to this. I want to be in front of you.
I want to see people. I want to talk to people. I want to have conversations. I don't know. I hope this worked. I hope it wasn't too bad. Hopefully it didn't waste too much of your day. If you want to see more of the after show, go back and watch. You can watch it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter was where we got them up so far. But also, we're going to podcast these, so you can find it on the iHeartRadio app. Just search after show. This one will be listed as dumpster fire. So
it's fitting.
Or Taco Bell wine. Either one. Take your pick. That's it. Have a great day.